Hello, my friends. It's Lisa here from Arcane Stellar with your July 2020 You versus Them reading. I almost forgot to do this, and then I was going to film a different reading, and then I was like, oh no, it's July. It's like July technically already, and because it's after midnight, and I'm like, I need to do You versus Them. So it's you versus your person of interest, okay? Whether it's a crush or a romantic partner of some kind. This reading is, well, for you if you clicked on it and if you felt drawn to watch it, of course. Hopefully it's for you. I tried to channel into like the most general energy as I could. And so we have 4 piles, 1, 2, 3, and 4. And we will be looking at, your month ahead with your person. Now, I would love for you to use your intuition when choosing a pile. See where you are feeling drawn to the most. So you might want to take a moment to pause, reflect on your person, maybe imagine their face the best that you can, and ask your spirit guides or the universe to guide you in the direction that will help you the most. Now, with that being said, guys, I wanted to say, what else did I want to say? Well, I hope you all have a wonderful July. That's one thing I wanted to say. I hope that everyone has a great month ahead and that all your wishes come true. And yeah, if you would like to have a personal reading, all that information is down below. It's a good time to get a 6-month forecast because, we have 6 months left in the year. So if you want to know what's happening, there's that reading. It's a personal, private video. And all my readings are like that. So whether you get something through my Etsy store or you purchase something off my Amazon wish list and you get a reading as a thank you, they're always private videos. So they're just like these, except for just for you. Anyways, guys, I really wish you a blessed, blessed July with your person. Particularly, I hope everything works out between you two for your highest good. And yeah, take care of yourselves, and I'll see you in your reading. Hey guys, so if you chose pile number 1 with this turquoise, this is your reading. So, those of you that chose the turquoise and were drawn to this pile, let's see what's going to happen between you and your person in the month of July 2020. So first of all, we have breaking trail. Now, I love this because it seems like something's going to happen between the two of you in the month of July. Breaking trail is really about just starting something. So for some of you, it might be a new beginning, or like in either way, whether this is a new person or a previous connection or something like that, like an ex or, you know what I mean, whatever the situation is. We have expect powerful change, new moon eclipse. That's significant. So again, we have 2 cards indicating breakthrough and changes, okay? Let's see. We have soulmate. So it says your soulmate loves, accepts, and respects you unconditionally. So it does seem as if there's the energy of a soulmate here. Many of you might feel like this person is your soulmate. They may feel that way about you, but let's see. So in your thoughts, we have the 8 of Swords. In your feelings, the 3 of Cups. In your actions, the Lovers. We also have in their thoughts the Hermit. In their feelings, the 2 of Swords. And the Moon is their actions. So I am getting the sense that, maybe you and this person are having a bit of, it seems like your person might be a little bit blocked. Okay, with that in terms of their feelings, and my ear just started ringing, then it stopped as soon as I said that, so yes. Getting that your person's feelings are a bit blocked. So it might be up to you to open them up, because I see that you have very kind feelings for them with the 3 of Cups. It seems that you have very honorable intentions, very sincere intentions towards this person, but they might be a little bit protective of themselves. And with the Hermit here as their thoughts, now I will say that the Hermit is a card of celibacy. So usually it indicates somebody who's a bit withdrawn. It's not a future prediction for you guys necessarily. It's just where their thoughts are going to be. So I'm seeing that their thoughts are much more internal. And I see that with the 2 of Swords as well. Well, it seems like your person's thoughts and feelings are a bit internalized. It's something that they keep to themselves. Now, with the Moon coming out here, I get the sense that your person, in July especially in particular, may not always give you the clearest answers or the clearest, their motives might not always be the clearest to you. Their actions could be a little bit like, what? You know, it might have you a little bit what? uh, Possibly. Now, in your energy, I see that you're feeling a bit trapped in this situation in some way. This could be your own insecurity that kind of keeps you from making a move. And for some of you, you might just not know what to do with this connection in general. You could have, like I said, it could resonate a little bit differently. But I definitely see the energy of perhaps feeling like you can't do much in this connection. And that could come from your own self-doubt, like I said, or maybe from their actions. It might be playing off of the way that they're acting. Do you know what I mean? So because sometimes obviously that's why it's interesting to do you versus them. First of all, you can see if your side resonates, but as well you can kind of see how the energy is bouncing back between each other. Now, as your action, we have the Lovers. And that's kind of interesting because it does kind of make me feel like it indicates that there could be something more happening here. Like maybe you're going to make some kind of choice in this connection. Or you're going to take a romantic action towards this person. Now, let's clarify that. Oh, here we got the Ace of Cups. So yeah, I am sensing that you guys are going to probably reach out to this person in a very kind way. Some of you might actually gain up the courage to make an emotional offering, or reach out in an emotional way, although the Ace of Cups represents potential. So for some of you, you might teeter-totter on this decision. It's like you feel this strong pull, but their actions, some of you, I want to say, may not actually fall through with this because of their actions. Because again, like the Lovers does indicate that a choice is needed to be made as well, by the way. So, and the Aces can talk about potential, like I said. So, it does seem like for some of you, yeah, you might do that. Now, here we have, by the way, frivolity in conversation. This gives me the impression that many of you guys are going to be having like conversations with your person in July. Don't feel like this is a no contact situation for many of you. There may be minimal contact, but I feel like there's at least some. To be honest, with frivolity in conversation, it does make me think of frivolous conversation. What is frivolous conversation? Well, probably like, what's up? What's up? What are you up to? You know, that type of stuff. It might seem a bit frivolous. And it makes me wonder, sorry. Let's see. Yeah, it does make me wonder if it's just going to be kind of a getting to know you vibe for some of you. Like you're actually going to make the choice to get to know this person, break some kind of trail. Tell me, Spirit, about the energy between them and their person. So we have serenity. Value quiet days with only the rustling leaves breaking the silence. That's interesting. I do wonder if some of you, and this is not going to be for all of you, but you might spend some time with your person, or you guys are just sitting in silence together. We have opportunity. There's no looking for luck. It arrives at unexpected times. There's no use looking for luck. Oh, sorry. Oh my gosh, how am I going to reach those? I had 2 fall down. Oops. And this stinking camera thing's in my way. So let's see. And read. Don't tolerate less than you deserve. So for some of you, possibly, and this is not going to be for all of you, and I feel like you already know this. We have wildflower too, weeds and wildflowers. That's interesting. Some of you, sorry, my voice is like just messing up. Sorry, I wish I was like a graceful cougher. I am not. I'm not a graceful sneezer either. I'm very loud. So we have weed and wildflower. That's so interesting. I almost feel like you guys really do go well together. But you might be complete opposites in some way. but you grow well beside each other. I see that you guys have the potential here with serenity. It says value quiet days with only rustling leaves breaking the silence. For some of you, you don't even feel like you need a lot of words to feel comforted around this person. Like somehow you guys just grow well together. And with opportunity, it says there's no use looking for luck. It arrives at unexpected times. I'm wondering if you guys are going to have some kind of... I'm still going to try to figure out what this change is, because I don't necessarily see it reflected here, other than that you guys might actually take the opportunity to make a move. Sorry, man, my voice. Driving me nuts. Let me just grab these really fast. What kind of breakthrough or changes at hand for those that, for the general energy? What is coming? Mistakes. Allow me to know it's okay to make mistakes. Let me always take care of the inner child so he or she feels loved no matter what. And then we have calmness. The inner divine is the witness of all remaining still and quiet even during intense turbulence. So take a deep breath and then say, quiet my mind, dear Lord. May your peaceful calm take over. That's interesting because it reminds you of the serenity. I wonder if some of you are going to come to peace a little bit with this connection in July. And that might be what the change is. Maybe for some of you, the change has been, what the situation has been kind of rocky. And you guys might come to a place in which you feel much calmer. And you're able to just be more relaxed in the connection and maybe understand the nature of this connection. Because I really see on your feelings and actions towards this person are pretty good. It seems like your person might be a bit blocked. So let's definitely get some advice on maybe how you could approach this person. Maybe for some of you, you'll choose to move on. And that could be what the powerful change is, okay, for some of you. You might feel like this person's been a weed in your life and you're kind of wanting to break free from the connection. But of course, that's only going to resonate for some of you, and you don't need to take it. And for some of you, we have unfinished symphony. So for some of you, it's like you need to continue trying to play this out. And you're willing to do it. You're willing to take that for them because you feel like it's worth it. And yeah, for some of you, we have mending. So some of you may be wanting to mend with this person. Like you don't feel like it's over. And for those of you that feel like that, especially, there are two things. I feel like like I said, there are many different people watching this that have different connections, right? Some of you are going to have a love connection with this person. Some of you, this might just be a crush. Some of this might be an ex, right? And for those of you where, you've had a falling out or a difficult time with this person, I feel like it's time for mending. Whether it's yourself or your connection with this person, I feel like you guys will have the opportunity to do so for the most part. I feel like many of you will have the opportunity. Now, with the unfinished symphony, again, kind of reminds me of mending. It's like something isn't finished here. And there may be wanting to kind of come in here and maybe sort of talk things. And it might start slow and it might seem a little unclear, but you're kind of willing to take the risk with this person. Even if it seems like they're a bit cold at times here with the feelings, the Two of Swords, it does seem like their person's a little bit cold. But maybe you feel there's potential here. Now, I wouldn't encourage, for some of you, this could be that this person's just going through something internally that blocks them off from having feelings, and some of you may know the reason for that. There might be certain things that they're going through. But what I'm seeing here, like I said with your advice, is to continue this connection, to mend it, or at least mend yourself if you're really not willing to fix it, which of course I would never encourage in any sort of situations that are abusive or not fun or, not fun, but more it's been kind of like too much too, too little, too much type of stuff. But, yeah, that's what I'm seeing for you guys for July. I figured, let's see, I can go ahead and maybe get you guys some charms. My candle went out. Unfortunately, I didn't light a new candle when I started the reading, so that's why it's out, guys. For some of you, that might be an omen, but really, it's just my mistake. Okay, let us see. We've got Libra, the heart with wings. Oh, I like that. It reminds me of the wildflowers. Constellations, the hummingbird, the cats. We have the don't look back, that's not where you're going charm. Sagittarius, 2 Sagittarius charms, guys. So we might have some Sagittarius energy here. Capricorn, Little Women, Happy, I Will, 0, and a flower. Let us see. So it's interesting that there are 2 Sagittarius charms here. So somebody could be a Sagittarius, but also represents the 9th house. So the 9th house is a house of, philosophy, of travel, of teaching, higher education, law, justice, also can be found in the 9th house. So, I mean, you could be at a distance here. You guys could have met while studying. Someone might be into academia. Someone could be, a student of some kind, like studying in university. We have that type of energy, perhaps. We also have Libra. So the 7th house is highlighted here with Libra as well, which is about one-on-one partnerships and connections. So that sometimes it can indicate like a one-on-one friendship even, or a one-on-one like love relationship, or a serious, usually it's more serious than dating though. But really, Libra is all about balance and, finding a balance with somebody else, whether it's a business partner, a friend, or a loved one of some kind. It just kind of represents those connections in which you're just one-on-one. Now, let's see here. What else have we got? We got Capricorn as well. So Capricorn, 10th house energy, earth energy. That could be a look towards the future, where this is headed, where this connection is going. We have cat. So again, there could be a little bit of a slyness here in the month of July. A little bit of perhaps standing up for yourself too. I always think of cats as very independent and feisty. Hummingbirds. Hummingbirds are very, yeah, I actually am scared of them a little bit. Not too bad. The fear went away a little bit more as I got older, but they're crazy outside right now. And they're very fast and busy. Attracted to pretty things. So that might represent you guys in some way. And for some of you, a hummingbird might be a sign. And we have a heart with wings. So again, I see like freedom coming in some kind of way towards this connection. We have I Will. So again, there's some kind of action being taken, I feel like. There's something that's going to happen here. And then we have happy. So I feel like you guys will generally be happy. Someone might have a happy birthday, because this is like a little birthday looking charm. We have Little Women. So that's an amazing book. Amazing. There are plenty of good versions of it on film as well. It's one of my favorite stories of all time, and I rewatch actually the 95 version like every year. It's one of my favorite movies of all time. And I like the new one too, but I didn't like it as much as the 95 version, to be honest. There are a few things about the love stories here. First of all, with Joe and Friedrich, there was, the whole fact that they sort of had a little bit of an argument. It seemed like, Joe didn't want to hear his criticisms, and, or not his criticisms, but his feedback. And there was a bit of a, pride and hurt feelings here. So that could be something that's going on with you guys, but ultimately it ends up happy. He was kind of a little bit of a dry guy too. Very sweet and kind, but a little bit dry. And so maybe your person has a hard time opening up in some kind of way. Maybe not as passionate as you're used to, or you usually might desire. Yeah, or maybe you like to read. Maybe both of you have a love of literature, or one of you does. Of course. Could go either way here. With the pink flower, it does make me think of something innocent and beautiful. Oops. And pink, of course, represents love to me. Blossoming love, perhaps. And I see 0 here, so it does remind me of friendship a little bit. Or someone could have pets. You guys could be really into pets, but I really get the sense of friendship. And with the dog versus the cat, maybe one of you is a little bit more friendly than the other. The other one might be a little bit harder. I feel like it's you that's more like, in this energy, very loyal, friendly, and kind. Whereas your person might not be in that energy as much. Now, of course, maybe the energies could be reversed, but I'm getting that sense there. So, with that being said, guys, I'm just going to take letters really quick. I'm not going to really go through them too much this time, just to save on time, because it's already 18 minutes long, and I hate that my readings have become like 50 years long. It's not because I don't want to, I just feel like you guys don't want to watch it that long, and it's really about that. It's not me wasting my time, because seriously, I've done like 2-hour personal readings before. It's not about me. It's just I don't want you guys to feel like I'm taking too long. Super self-conscious about it. We have date. So some of you might actually have, might ask this person on a date, or you've dated this person. We also have run. So maybe one of you kind of runs. We have you. And we also have dive. So maybe taking a dive, a change, like just diving in and trying to make something happen here. We have video. So maybe some of you video chat with this person, or will video chat with them. Let's see. We also have, well, we would have DM, so that could be like chatting. Let's see. Anyways, I will stop here. And of course, if you guys see any letters or numbers that stick, not numbers, words, wow. Words that stick out to you, I always love hearing about them in the comments. Someone actually in my previous, I think it was a previous reading I did, no, one of my earlier, well, one from, they just posted the other day, and they like wrote so many different names, like first names, and I was like, whoa, I'm impressed. It was pretty cool. But anyways, guys, I'm wishing you lots of love and blessings in the month of July. I hope that your connection works out, well. Seems like there's some little bit of breakthroughs, but I'm not saying that you guys are going to end the month married. It seems like it's going to be more of a getting to know you, or connecting, reconnecting again. So, lots of love. Take care. Hey guys, so for those of you that chose pile number 2 with this stone, and you know what sucks is I can't remember the name of this, like at all. It's completely blanked me. And I have it somewhere written down, but if you guys recognize it, let me know. Because I've totally had like a total brain like melt on it. So let's find out what's going to happen between you and your person in the month of July 2020. Okay, so what can you expect between the two of you? So first of all, we're starting out with reaching your destination. Your light is shining brightly. We have waiting, as well as death. We have true love. This love is emotional, physical, and unconditional. Put away the computer. Working less and having more fun will help strengthen your relationship. And we have look at the bigger picture, full moon in Sagittarius. Let's see. On your end, we have your thoughts are the world. Okay. And then your feelings are the Four of Swords. And your actions are Temperance. Your person's feeling and thoughts are the Ace of Wands. Their feelings are the Sun, and their actions are the King of Cups. I get some different vibes here with this, okay? Now, for some of you, especially for those of you that are in marriage connections, or a long-term connection with this person, I would say, like, to be honest, that it seems like everything's kind of going well for you guys in the month of of July. I don't see any big problems. There could be some talk about the future, about change. You guys might be wanting to make a big change together, okay? Because we have death. Now, that could be the ending of something, right? The world as well. It could be the ending of the life that you guys have now. You guys might be talking about final destinations. What are the bigger pictures of where you want to go, right? And that's where I really feel like where some of you might be at, especially if you're in a connection with somebody, you know, in a long-term or stable connection. Now, for those of you that are not in a long-term stable connection, so I'm just going to kind of move on from that, because I really feel like for those of you watching, if you are in a stable connection, seems like the focus of your July will be discussing the future and where it's kind of headed and going. And I see generally a balanced energy between the two of you. Now, for those of you that are, maybe this is a crush or a situationship, now let's see. I still get the vibe of that you guys will be kind of looking towards the future of this connection. I see that with the World card, again, your thoughts might be, again, on the future. Even if you're in a single, you know, you're single and maybe this is a crush or maybe it's a situationship. There could be a desire to travel. There might be thoughts about coming towards each other if you guys are at a distance. Again, with the reaching your destination, that could very well be the case that this is like a long distance type of thing where there's travel involved. I would say that it seems like your person is feeling a little bit more happier than you are about the connection. Their thoughts are like wanting to take some kind of action. They're feeling pretty passionate in their thoughts about you. Especially if you guys are talking about the future, it's like they want the future to happen right now. And with the Four of Swords as your feelings, that's kind of interesting. I might actually clarify it. Usually it's just kind of a mental break. So maybe if things have been kind of rough between the two of you in the past, it might be that you're kind of feeling like taking a mental break. So, and that can come out in different ways. It might just be that you're trying to kind of, Four of Wands. It seems like it's a happy break, okay? It doesn't seem like it's a bad break, a mental break. It's more like you're finding maybe peace of mind in this situation. Yeah, maybe before some of you with the Eight of Swords have felt a little bit trapped or screwed, you know, like in a screwed position. It's the best way I can come up with it. But it seems like you guys are going to feel a little bit more stable. But when I see the Four of Swords and the Four of Wands, I think of happier stability, I guess you could say. Wait, Four of Swords and Four of Wands, yeah. Because the Four of Cups is more like, and Four of Pentacles, But like, I don't know. Four of Swords isn't always a bad thing. Sometimes that's a good thing. And I see balance. You're making balanced actions with Temperance. It seems like both of you are in very mature energy in terms of your actions. You might be opening up and really flowing very well in the month of July. You know, depending on the connection. Let's see. What's the general energy between the two in actions for those We have Three of Wands. Again, that's taking some kind of action. Again, maybe talking about the future in a very mature way, looking at the bigger picture together. Usually the Three of Wands depicts, you know, them standing kind of looking out over the, you know, into the distance. Three of Pentacles. Interesting that two threes came out. And the Five of Swords. Okay, I'll stop here. Well, I see teamwork. And I see working together despite maybe some kind of differences in opinion. Or maybe having different ideas. I feel like you guys are going to be kind of coming together in some kind of way. For some of you with this put away the computer, it might be that you guys keep in touch through the computer or through electronics, and you guys are figuring out a way to make this happen, like to come together in reality. For others of you, again, if you guys have been busy doing stuff, it might be that you guys are wanting to kind of come towards each other, spend more time together, especially if you felt kind of separated. But I definitely really get the biggest vibe I'm getting here for you guys as a theme, sort of, I guess you could expect with so many different people watching, is that I feel like many of you are going to be talking about the future. And there's a definite desire to change things. Oops. Because we have waiting and death. And like I said, with death, I'm really getting the feeling that you're seeing where this is going. Because we have the High Priestess. So again, there might be some unknowns, some mysteries that are yet to be revealed. And maybe that's what you're trying to figure out. Maybe about the future. Oops. Wow, I have too many flying at me. Yeah. So, we have the High Priestess, the Page of Pentacles, and the Queen of Swords. They are clarifying that death card. And what I'm getting here is that it's like trying to understand where you're going with this. There might be some logical discussions about how to move this forward in a practical way. Okay? This image is funny. It's kind of goofy looking. I love this deck. Eric, you're awesome if you're watching this. He's probably watching a different pile. Okay, so that's what I'm seeing. I'm just going to grab maybe a piece of advice for you guys. So we have some advice for pile number 2. Let's just pick pile number 2. What is their advice for their connection in July? Work. I'm now available to receive all who can benefit from my work. Use me to relieve suffering on the planet. May all who need me find me. The divine is my complete source for all prosperity and will provide. Well, you know, I don't always read those like bottom messages, but with work there, I feel like you guys are going to be trying to work towards your connection a little bit. There may be some breaks, but I feel like at the end of the day, your actions are in line with each other in some kind of way, that you're willing to kind of, you know, discuss the future. And we have feelings. Emotions want to be felt. You really can't surrender something until you deeply feel it. Allow it, dear divine, to offer all emotions to you, feeling them fully so they no longer hold me captive. And yeah, work and feelings. Like, how can you work, you know, through this situation? How can you bring this to fruition? And I do feel like there's going to be a discussion of feelings. Especially on your person's part, actually. I feel like you might somehow... You somehow might trigger this in them. They might have some kind of, you know, emotional opening up to do here with the King of Cups. And perhaps you draw out of them. With the Sun under here, I do see, like, you know, feeling like being honest perhaps as well. That could be interpreted that way. So, yeah, that's what I'm seeing for you guys. Let's get you some charms. I should stop here. So we've got Belle, the bottle, Arthur. We have Little Women again. That came out again. That was in pile number 1. So some of you might be Little Women fans. So we've got a unicorn. That could indicate, you know, well, with true love, you know, and magic and stuff, and unicorns, you know, always make me think of something unique and rare. We have the extra life here on with Mario, like the little Mario mushroom. So, could be a second chance for some of you. You might be giving this person a second chance, or you might be trying to get a second chance of this connection. We have a shell. So, you know, shells can represent secrets, for instance, as Tarot Cottage often says. And, so yeah, there could be some secrets that kind of come out. I do get a sense of protection too, though, because we have this charm, the Hamsa, and the shell. So it might be that this is like trying to protect the connection. And we also have like a very spiritual connection, I feel, too, here with the moon and the crown and the wings. Now, we have Sagittarius, like I said, Aries, so 2 fire signs, Pisces and Scorpio. So we have fire and water. So passion and emotions coming up here. There could be distance here with that Sagittarius charm, 9th house. And with the first house, Aries, again, it could be about bringing you guys together in reality, right? The 12th house with Pisces can also represent being at a distance or being removed from each other in some way. Scorpio, hidden things as well. So there could be some secrets kind of coming out here with the boldness. It's interesting. Mars will be in Aries in the month. It's already in Aries. So, and it's going to be there until January. So there might be a lot of revelations. Ooh, that's interesting, actually, because I have Aries going through my 9th house right now. I mean, Mars going through my 9th house, and it's going to be hitting my Sun, Moon, Mercury, and Venus. Is Camus heard? No, I'm not scared. I'm joking. But I do see here with the Arthur Fist, there could be some frustrations. There might have been frustrations in the past in this connection. This person could be a little bit stubborn at times, or you could feel stubborn, or it seems like it could just be that there are so many things keeping you apart, like so many obstacles. But I'm definitely, like I said, feeling very spiritual vibes in this connection, very emotional connection. And then Little Women, like I said, maybe there's a particular, part of Little Women that resonates with you in terms of your connection. Definitely check it out. It's my favorite, like one of my favorite books, and I love the 1995 version with Winona Ryder. It's like my favorite movie of all time. And then we have Belle. So when I think of Belle, I think of someone, fierce and independent, somebody who loves to read, by the way, and somebody who's a little bit different, and who also has a lot of patience, but also strong will as well. So it's like a good balance. It's like she's not willing to put up with crap, but at the same time, she's very, loving and gentle. And then we have the message in the bottle. So there could be some things coming out that maybe have been kept, kind of corked in some kind of way. Again, it does kind of remind me, this comes from a Treasure Island charm pack, so it does remind me of like distance and like trying to find a way to be together or to get to the treasure in some way. So now let's get a few letters. Let me see here. Okay, let's see. Okay, right away I'm seeing June. So someone could be named June, or there's something that happened in June between the two of you. There might be some energy from June kind of coming over into July. We also have Gone. We have Pat. We have Page as well. We have Not. Nest. And actually, we have a lot of them. I'm not going to spend so much time today on them because I just know that it kind of takes a long time. And we have Stone as well. Yeah, if you guys see some letters or words that really stick out to you, I'd love it if you, let me know in the comments below. We might have tongue, actually. I think we have tongue in there as well. So speaking. But yeah, I'm going to wish you guys lots of blessings for the month of July. Take care of yourselves, and I hope that your connection goes very well. And lots of love, and see you next time. Okay? Bye, guys. Hey guys, so if you chose pile number 3 with the Desert Rose, this is your reading. So let's find out what's going on between you and your person in the month of July. Now, let's see. We've got Traveling Lightly, Simplify Your Life. We've got be bold and make the first move, cardinal moon. Let's see. I'm trying to make sure that they're all going to be visible. We have intuition. You already know the answer you seek, and go slow. Take time to get to know each other. We have child, and we've got wedding. Now, I found that can be quite interesting because I feel a general sense that some of you might be hoping perhaps this connection can build faster than maybe, like you guys may be eager to get off the ground, or you have been in the past, or there's some kind of rush to make this like go quickly, because we do have go slow, take time to get to know each other. So I feel like that's a message maybe for some of you, if you feel like it applies to you. Of course, if it doesn't, you don't have to hold on to that idea, of course. But for those of you maybe where you've really wanted this to like progress super, super fast, it might be that it's, you know, you might be told to slow down a little bit. Now, let's see here. So for your thoughts, we have the Queen of Swords. And for their thoughts, we have the Sun. That's definitely, you know, the Queen of Swords is telling me that you're thinking a lot about this connection. Okay, it's on your mind. You could be picking it apart a little bit, thinking about it quite a lot, trying to maybe analyze and figure out what your person is up to or what they're doing. You could be curious about what's the projection of this? You know, like where is it headed? Where is it going? For some of you with that intuition, it might be that you're kind of thinking too much and not always listening to your heart here, because we have intuition. I do feel like that's a message there that's kind of connected to that Queen of Swords energy in terms of your thoughts. Some of you might be overthinkers, okay? You might take every little action and analyze the heck out of it. And that might not be a good thing, because some of you might be missing somehow your gut reactions when you do that. Okay, now your person's thoughts towards you seem pretty cheerful. We have the Sun, so it seems like they're feeling pretty good about you. No matter what the connection is, it seems like, you know, they feel pretty satisfied in some kind of way. Either, you know, they think of you as someone who brings sunshine to their life with a happy, you know, maybe someone who brings smile to their face, says funny jokes, or just generally makes them feel good about themselves. I definitely see that. Now, in terms of feelings, we have the Devil and the Chariot. Now, your feelings are, you know, coming up as the Devil. This can indicate a bit of an addiction, or sometimes an obsession, if that resonates with you. But it could be that you really feel attached to this person in a lot of ways. And like I said, with that Devil energy there and the Queen of Swords over here, it could very much make you overthink things or overanalyze things and really get caught up in too much. Get caught up too much with this person, or whoever you're connecting with. It could cause like anxiety and worry, but the good news here that I'm seeing is that we have the Six of Swords as the action, and that's really all about moving forward to a calmer place. So for many of you, it's like you guys are going to start to kind of maybe relax or chill in this connection. You might try to be pulling away from any super attached feelings, especially if this connection has obstacles. It might be that you're just trying to get to a calmer, you know, mental space. It's interesting because we have be bold and make the first move. So I do wonder with that Six of Swords, because Six of Swords does represent a movement of some kind. And sometimes that can indicate a travel. So for some of you, you could be traveling towards this person, okay? And that could be, you know, short distance or long distance. It depends on your connection. But I definitely do feel like there could be some kind of movement here. Now, on their feelings, we have the Chariot. So it seems like your person's little bit, they're wanting to move forward with this connection in some way. There might be some questions as to where it can be headed. At this point, they might be trying to come up with a decision this month about which direction they really want to charge towards. Because with this card in the Everyday Witch Tarot, it does seem like she has a bit of a choice to make. It doesn't always feel that way when it's depicted as like two horses or two different like living type of beings. It more seems like you have to get them to work together, whereas this seems much more about a choice. And I know that can indicate a choice too. it can sometimes too be about bringing together positive negatives. They might be seeing you two as very different and thinking about how could we actually move this forward. We have such different lifestyles, or things seem to be like quite different between us. Do you know what I mean? Now, in terms of their actions, we have the Four of Wands. Pretty positive, to be honest, with actions. I might actually clarify this a little bit, because the Four of Wands is all about celebration, party. This could be them inviting you to their home. This could be celebrating or inviting you to a party of some kind, or just having a good time in general. They might be wanting to, come at you for a good time. Can you clarify their person's actions here with the Four of Wands? Hold on, that was too many of them. The Moon. Okay. I see an innocent energy here. It could throw you off a little bit, to be honest. We have the Page of Wands. So it does seem like a bit of a playful type of action with the Moon. Oh, look at that Moon card. Isn't that cool as heck? I love the cold cream in the background. And the Fool. I feel like your person's just sort of living in the moment in terms of their actions. I feel like they're going to be pretty friendly. There could be a little bit of a rejuvenated energy here for some of you in terms of how they're acting. It might be like, I almost wonder, for some of you, I'm wondering about this be bold and make the first move. For some of you, your person actually might be the one making the move. Again, it could be either of you in the situation I'm getting. And I think it's going to depend on who's watching. But I definitely see that there's a move made. With the traveling lightly, simplify your life, I do feel it as if it's going to be a light gesture. I'm not feeling like huge mega gestures. I don't know. You know what came to my head when I saw Child and Wedding? I'll be honest. It was like like Bobby and Susie sitting in a tree. Kiss, S-I-N-G. First comes love, then comes marriage, then comes baby in the baby carriage. And that's kind of like what it reminded me of. It's like maybe a fast progression or something like that, where it's like, oh wow, it's not Bobby and Susie sitting in a tree, then dating for a while, and then getting married later on. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong, but for some of you, of course, maybe you guys are celebrating maybe in a child. For some of you, that could definitely be the case for some of you, no doubt. And for some of you, maybe this person will actually invite you to a wedding. But, or some of you might be getting to know a child, if they have a child, or you're going to let them know they're your child. But, of course, these are very specific examples for some of you that probably won't resonate with everybody or the majority watching. But I just want to point those out. But, yeah. I mean, I see progression. I see generally a good reading. I think the only thing I would worry here about is the Devil energy. Just making sure that you're not getting too caught up in your head about this. But I feel like you guys are going to get control of it, even if you are. So, let me get some advice for those who just want to put the reading spirit. Mistakes. Allow me to know it's okay to make mistakes. Let me always take care of my inner child, so he or she feels loved no matter what. So for some of you, you might be overthinking about making a mistake. You might be really anxious around this person. You don't want to screw it up. Maybe you're thinking of the mistakes of the past, and maybe some of your past relationships are kind of affecting how you move forward in this one. For some of you might be needing to wow. With the Six of Swords, she has all these like swords in her bag. And this guy's traveling lightly. So maybe some of you need to lighten the load a little bit. Maybe some of you have a lot of thoughts in your head from maybe previous mistakes that have happened between you and this person, or from previous connections, and you just need to let go of that load. Because it might be weighing you down and causing you to have insecurities about this current connection or connections for the future. Now, of course, for some of you that could be this current connection, but I really don't feel that. Any other advice? It doesn't seem like there's any other advice. So I think you guys are pretty good to go on advice. Yeah. So that seems like Spirit wants you to focus on, you know, not obsessing over mistakes or stuff like that. So I'm going to take some charms. There we go. Let's see what we got. We have Pisces, Virgo, Starfish, ooh, we have a unicorn. Oh, we've got the grandma's a great, my great-grandmother's charm. So, or her pin, actually, that I use as a charm. So you might be getting a message now from your grandmother or great-grandmother who's passed. Grandmother-like figure. We have the Eiffel Tower, so Empress Tarot. Gabby, right? Yeah. She actually commented in the video, and she was talking, I couldn't think of what I wanted to call it. A landmark is what I wanted to say. Landmark. And I couldn't think of what that word was. Eiffel Tower. So some of you might live in Paris or France or speak French or have some kind of connection, or you might live in a place, or you feel like this person is a landmark in your life, like a big piece of your life, okay? There could be talks of travel too, again. That could indicate distance, like Europe and stuff like that, or like living at a distance. We have Alice in Wonderland. Alice's Adventures in Wonderland. So, I do wonder if some of you guys get caught up in your mind a little bit. We have the star from Mario, which usually, you know, indicates like feeling a little bit invincible. Well, it is, because you are invincible when you have the star. So, of course, in other ways, stars can really talk about wishes coming true, wishing upon a star. But in terms of Mario and where it's actually from, you guys might be ready to kind of, someone I feel with this be bold, make the first move is going to kind of get some courage up here. We have the butterfly, so I see some transformation in July, and the heart. So I see some, you know, warm, fuzzy feelings. And then, you know, unicorn makes you think of something very unique and special, magical. And she believed she could, so she did. Some of you, or the feminine, is actually going to make the first move, or make some kind of move towards a steadier, you know, place, and you know what I mean. And yeah, like I said, Virgo and Pisces. Virgo's 6th house, Pisces is 12th house, so that's an opposition right there. The opposing houses, opposing planets. I mean signs. Wow, not planets. So it's like work. Oh, this could be for some of you, secret hidden work love or day-to-day love that you kind of hide. As well, there could be a lot of spiritual connection here. Yeah, okay. And then we have the starfish, which, you know, kind of reminds you of adaptability. Intuition too. Sometimes the starfish is a water, you know, water thing. And not an animal. What is it? Sea creature. I like that. That's why my son calls spiders and stuff. He'll call them creatures. I'm like, yes, they are like creatures. I'm gonna get some charms here. I've not charmed some letters for you guys. Okay, let's see. It's like 3 more. Or, well, it's not 3. Okay, so let's get into some letters. I'm not going to spend too much time on the letters this time. I'll just let you guys pause and maybe see if you see anything that sticks out to you. Just because, for the sake of time, I don't like wasting your guys' time, you know, looking at all kinds of stuff. We have cut, so cut could mean something, cut it out. We also have cute if we use a blank tile. And we have buy if we use a blank tile. We have Tiggy. Oh, my sister-in-law. Her sister's named Tiggy. Let's see, we have, let's see, ooh, we have Sting if we add in the blank tile. So maybe some of you like the singer Sting. And we also have, let's see. We have some W's. We have like 2 W's. We have V's. We have big. Yeah. So I will just go ahead and let you guys look and see maybe if you see any initials or letters. Let me know in the comments below because I love when you guys let me know. And I really am wishing you all the very best for your connection in the month of July. I hope everything works out the way that you want it to. And I'm sending you guys lots of love. And if you want a personal reading, all that information is down in the description box below, where you can find a link to my Etsy store and my Amazon wish lists and stuff like that. So, and with the Amazon wish list, it's just anybody who gets me a reading, anybody who gets something off my Amazon wish list, either of them, always gets a reading as a thank you. So it's just a different option for those of you that prefer that. But yeah, I'm wishing you guys all the best, like I said, and lots of love. Take care. Hey guys, so if you chose pile number 4 with the hematite, this is your reading. So let's find out what's going on between you and your person in the month of July. So we've got begin now. Take your first step. So I see some beginnings happening for you, possibly. Interesting though, we have nothing will come of this situation, void of course moon. Nothing is yet set in stone, mutable moon. Do you know what these 3 cards are kind of telling me right now, right off the bat? Is that some of you, I feel like for some of you, there are some choices to be made. There are actually actions that have to be taken to bring this connection to fruition. And there might be a risk here, and not to sound scary, but there might be a risk here that opportunities can be lost in the month of July if you don't actually take the first step, okay? That's just kind of what's coming to me. We have lover and old woman coming out, so we'll look at those in a minute. We have chemistry, the attraction you feel is mutual. And retreat, time alone or in nature will help you recharge. That's interesting. So there's chemistry, yet a retreat. Interesting, because we have lover and old woman. It seems like there's some kind of like a little bit of a back and forth energy here. With lover and old woman, we see the old woman seated at home, you know, kind of maybe being a little bit withdrawn. With the lover is more active, and he's kind of out there trying to romance, you know, somebody. So that's kind of an interesting thing here. For some of you, with this lover and old woman, there could be a bit of an age gap. But also, I'm getting that you guys are, well, one of you with the old woman card, especially if you're like in the feminine, I guess, I would say that you're very wise and very smart. You might have a lot of experiences, so you're maybe a bit wary about lover types, okay? You might be scared to make a move on somebody that sort of seems like they could be a player. Even if you have great chemistry with them, you might be a little bit held back. You might be thinking responsibly, okay? Now, let's see here what we've got. For you, your thoughts are the world. So you could be thinking about the fact that maybe there's distance between you. There are maybe differences between you. There might be a lot of changes that have to happen in order for this to come to fruition or to get off the ground. We have the 6 of Pentacles as your feelings and the Emperor as your actions. For your person, we have the 8 of Wands as their thoughts. Sorry, I'm kind of losing space. These are bigger cards. And then we have the 2 of Wands as their feelings and the King of Pentacles as their actions. It's interesting. You guys are both kind of in a very, like, stable. I feel like there's stable energy flowing back between both of you. You guys might be a little bit stubborn. You guys might be a little bit withdrawn at times. So there could be a little bit of, like, sometimes it could maybe feel as if there's, like, nothing can come of the situation because neither of you want to really take a chance or make a move. And so I almost wonder if that could end up continuing and nothing will actually happen much in the month of July because many of you might not budge. Your person doesn't want to budge, and it's just kind of one of those situations where you guys are sort of staring each other down but not doing much about it. For some of you, though, it could be that you guys are just in a very stable connection. For those of you that are in a love relationship with this person already, and you kind of already got a situation going on, you might be taking. It seems like maybe there could be a battle of wills at time, but I don't feel like it's gonna come to much. You guys might be thinking about taking the steps towards something, towards your future. That could come up in the conversation, and maybe you guys both have different ideas. For some of you, it's like might be that you feel a little bit wiser than them, or they feel a little bit wiser than you, or experienced. And with the retreat here, it could be that you guys kind of get, like, maybe you guys have good chemistry, but then the chemistry can turn into like a way in which you guys just want to like pull away from each other because you could drive each other nuts. Maybe that's possible for some of you. Like, you know what I mean? Like, kind of like where you're like, oh my God, I need a break from this person. I can't stand them. But actually, I love them. Oh my God. Like that I Hate You, Then I Love You by Celine Dion. I'd like to run away from you. I cannot sing that song because I sing horrible. But, check it out. Now, your person, their thoughts are the Eight of Wands. There's definitely a desire here on your person's part. I feel like they have strong chemistry towards you. I would say that they find you very attractive, that they want to discuss things with you. I feel like they could be trying to woo you. For some of you, they might be trying to seduce you in some kind of way, or entice you. I see inner feelings with the Two of Wands. Now we have a little rhino, and he's like kind of looking out here over the horizon with his telescope or whatever that thing is, and he's got his map. So he's a little bit of an explorer, and there could be a player vibe that you're picking up on this person, because it does seem like they're seeing where things can go. Like, their feelings are, where can this go? Where could I take this? Let me see. It could be a little bit of that. And that could be why your person's in a King of Pentacles energy. They might not be willing to really make any big actions or big steps. You know what I mean? It's all kind of very practical and calm, even though they might feel, quite interested in you, and they might think, of talking to you a lot. It could be that you guys, I almost wonder if some of you are more mature, you know what I mean, like in life, like not a young couple, or if you are younger, it's just you guys are very mature. And by the way, we have the Six of Pentacles under your feelings. So it seems like you are feeling quite generous, or you do worry about, here, I'm actually going to clarify the Six of Pentacles. Equality could be something that you really think of. Some of you might be focused on money. Look at that. I parted the deck and look at, we have Seven of Pentacles and Two of Cups. So some of you might be reevaluating whether this is going to end up being good. If you'll get out as much as you put back, as you put into this connection. Because some of you might be really rulers of your own life here with the Emperor. And Emperor is an Aries card. So pretty bold. Usually. Oops. Oh my goodness. We have the World as feelings. So you might see a lot of opportunities. Okay. There is something probably about okay, we have the Queen of Wands. Ooh, okay, I see what it is. I do feel like some of you, with the Six of Pentacles, it's about getting help, giving and receiving help. We have the Five of Pentacles here. And some of you might have been in positions where you felt used, or in the past. It could be with this person, or it could be in previous situations. You might come into this connection thinking of ways in which you felt used. Again, the World right here too, right? Maybe you got out of a cycle of that. And it did come out in reverse, which I thought was interesting. So it's kind of like, I would take that as sort of like coming out of that energy. You might be trying to let go of that energy, of trying to not feel like everybody's out to get you, that you can share and that you can open yourself up. I see that this connection somehow is actually a really big awakening for you. I feel like, or it offers some kind of growth for you personally. And we have the Queen of Cups and the King of Cups. So interesting. For those of you that are like in the feminine, you could find this person very attractive. There could be something really alluring about this person. With the King of Cups, look at he's like kind of just sitting there drinking his beer. There could be something a little bit mysterious about him, a little bit artistic or different, or something that just like feels comforting in some kind of way. They could be very creative in some do you know what I mean, like creative, like they might do some kind of art, or they seem like the artsy type, or they like music, or they do something like singing, or you know what I mean. There's just something perhaps about them that kind of like perks your ears up, and you're like, they're interesting. You could also wonder here with the King of Cups, what kind of secrets they hold inside of them that they haven't released. Maybe some of you are looking for defects, something that's wrong with this person. And your person could be the same way, but I really think that your person is really interested in you. They want to get to know you. I feel like if there's travel, it's like they want to come and meet, and they want to see what's going on with this connection. I'm going to go ahead and get some advice for you guys. I'm glad that most of the piles actually came out pretty good this time, because, gosh, you know what? I've had some months where it's like all the piles are just terrible. I'm like, oh my God, what? Hold on. Okay, that would try to come out earlier. By the way, TikTok. Timing, guys. There's something about timing here. I do want to reiterate the fact that for some of you, there is a time constraint on this. I hate to say that. Let's see here. And we have a leg up. If you might feel like offering this person something, or you might need help, or they might need help from you, this might be an indication with the leg up that you could help them do something, or that they could help you in some kind of way. Maybe some of you are thinking about how this person and you could work together or do something together in the future. This person just might need a leg up in some way too, though. Interesting, exchanging gifts. So, again, some of you might help this person. Or maybe you could offer them something of value. This could also just be about that feeling of wanting equal exchange in connections. Equal effort. You might have to make that effort towards them, or vice versa. That might be a theme that you guys sort of go through. But with the wake up, I really do feel like there could be an honest discussion about this that will help bring things together. With that TikTok, though, it might be about asking for help and relying on each other maybe in order to make this go forward. This is advice, of course. So understanding, too, that divine timing's at play. Sometimes we can't always force everything to go the way that we want it to, at the pace we want it to go as well. Some of you, you might need to take a little bit of a retreat at some point. I feel like that's not for everybody. Because I really just got the idea that maybe one of you, particularly probably you, the viewer, are a little bit more held back than the other person. The other person might actually be a little bit more flirtatious. Of course, that energy could be reversed, but that's kind of what I'm feeling. It's almost like your person might be a little bit more willing, actually. I'm going to take some turns. Let me see. What have I got? We've got to-do list. So that does make me think of a very busy schedule. Lots of things to do. Maybe a dark sense of humor as well, because that to-do list is kind of snarky. We have 0. So there could be a love of dogs. There could be a friendship here, or that great potential. We have little, like, Daisy. Paris. Little Women again. Oh my God, what is up with Little Women? I need to go watch it, actually. Maybe it's a sign for me to go watch it again. We have the starfish and Hamsa. We have Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. Wow, all air signs. And we've got Capricorn here. So Capricorn, there could be a lot of goal-oriented work here. You might be looking for a business. Some of you might be like interested in starting a business with this person, or starting something long-term. You might be scouting out some connections in that way. Definitely see the thought of partnership here, possibly, where the future lies in this connection. With Gemini, there might be a lot of discussions in July. Again, Aquarius, it could be internet discussions too. For some of you, this might be a neighbor, though, or somebody who lives in your vicinity. I think it's going to be a little bit different for everyone. We have Paris and the Eiffel Tower, so Europe could be important to you, or travel. The Mermaid is here. Constellation, and I love you to the moon and back. So we have two mermaids. So again, mermaids remind me of things that are elusive or hidden. So you might be a little bit elusive to this person. Maybe you're not showing everything fully. Scorpio too, very hidden sign. So very deep. So yeah, there could be a little bit of mystery here. We have kind, free, true, peace, brave, thankful, happy, compassionate. So these might be things that, this person emulates, or you need to emulate towards them. Written in the stars, divine timing too with this constellation, what comes to my mind. Yeah, so that's what I'm seeing. Homestead reminds me of protection. Starfish reminds you of like maybe intuition, trust, going with the flow a little bit. So yeah, that's what I see there for the charms. Yeah, so Little Women might be important to some of you. Maybe you like to read. It could just be a sign of that. There could be a connection to the book. Some of you might love the book or the films. I'm going to take some charms here. I mean, some letters. I keep calling them charms. Jeez Louise. Like something else today. I'm like standing up. Let's see. Interesting, we have Doug. The name Doug. That's kind of a rare name. You don't hear that name very often. Or I haven't. I don't. Sorry, something made some weird noise. We have Rage. We have Rag and Rage. We also have Race. That reminds me of that TikTok. You might feel like you need to speed this up in some way. I'm going to grab like just two more. Oh, wait. Okay, no, I have an R and an O. Okay, I was going to say, what? I thought I grabbed two blank ones. Yeah, so I'm just going to go ahead and stop here. If you guys see some words or letters that really speak to you or call out to you, tell me in the comments below. I love when you guys come up with them. I'm not going to really waste your guys' time looking for too many today just because I want to save your time. But thank you guys for watching. I really wish you guys a blessed July with your person. I hope everything happens that you want to happen and that everything works out in your highest good. And if you want a personal reading, you can get one by going down in my description box below. There's a link to my Etsy store and there's a link to my Amazon wish list. Anybody who gets something off my Amazon wish list always gets a reading as a thank you. So that's just another option for some of you that prefer gift giving. But yeah, I'm wishing you all the best. Like I said, lots of love, guys. See you next time. Bye.